Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you today. Going to get into Opetaia and David Nyika. I think I'm saying that right. Cruiserweight matchup. Before we get into that, please like, share, and subscribe. Follow 3D Boxing Blog, and all forms of social media. The Boxing Bookie comes at you for every single major fight, showing you how to consistently make money betting on the sport of boxing. The bookies, the odds makers, they don't know what they're doing. I do. So join the Patreon, get the world's best, get the best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. It's $5 a month, gets you the lock of the week, which hits all the time. Ask the bookie anything, request a video. It is the perfect time to join now. I got a lock out for you guys now. Join now, get the lock, make some money on the New Year's fights in Japan. But also, head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. It's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move and stores for years. Get your travel, autonomy, and freedom back. carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. All right. Let's just get into today's show. Again, you typically use DraftKings. DraftKings doesn't have anything. DraftKings doesn't like gambling anymore. They don't really have odds in anything. So I'm just using Pro Boxing Odds to get these odds. That's where I'm getting them from. There's different books. There's only one book, I believe, that has this fight right now. No, there's two. There's BetMGM and FanDuel. But we're going to get it. One's at minus 8,500. One's at minus 850, and mine's at 1,000. So we'll use the FanDuel. The FanDuel book because it gives you a little bit better odds. But let's get into this. Opetaia, southpaw, great athlete, great speed, snappy punches, straight left hand, super accurate with that. He sharpshoots with that. He's a really good fighter. He's a pound for pound type of talent, and everyone was down on him for the Breidis fight, which was kind of an ordinary performance. Look, Breidis, I thought, was one of the most underrated fighters in the world. I think Breidis is a borderline Hall of Famer. I think he's one of the great cruiserweights of all time. And I don't think the fights were particularly close. Breidis made the second fight competitive, but he's a pro and a great one at that. So I'm not saying that. Opetaia is a phenomenal fighter. Quick hands, quick feet, quick combinations, marches forward, walks you down. Very high level skills. He mixes his shots up really well. He's one of the most offensive, complete offensive heavyweights the cruiserweight division's ever seen. It's like Usyk, Holyfield, and him. I'm that high on him. Not often do I put a cruiserweight in my pound for pound. It's very rare. It's Usyk. It's not many guys besides that. This guy is nearing that list for sure. His straight left is one of the best punches in boxing. He commits to his shots. He maximizes his power. Great footwork. Really great feet. Great angles. Great angles, great mobility, great feet for a cruiserweight. He's got kind of an uncanny, unmatched. Because Usyk's not a cruiserweight anymore. If there's anyone left for Usyk to fight, it's this guy. But I wouldn't. We don't need to do that. Good combination puncher. Really good combination puncher with solid power. He can make you miss a little bit. He's got a little slipperiness to him. He's a really good fighter. He's a really high level fighter. A little bit predictive in his approach. I don't think he's quite as good as Usyk, but he's one of the best cruiserweights we've ever seen. And I honestly believe that. He's on a very short list. And the Breidis fight, Breidis is a great cruiserweight, an all-time great cruiserweight, a top 10 cruiserweight of all time. And Opetaia handled him and beat him in a rematch. Opetaia is a great fighter. He's not a good fighter. He's a great fighter. He's a pound-for-pound level fighter. And David Nyika, I think I'm saying that right. Nyika, I think I'm saying that right. Long, stiff jab. Good jab. Not anywhere near the level, not anywhere near the skill set of Opetaia, but good fighter. Not the athlete, not doesn't have the motor or the footwork or the skills and athleticism and mobility of Opetaia. So I don't think he's on that level, but he's not a bad fighter. He throws hard, commits to his shots, really good power. Nowhere near the level of competition that Opetaia's had. He's had nowhere near he hasn't put anyone in the same stratosphere as Opetaia. So this is going to be a whole new experience for him, fighting somebody like Opetaia. Straight up and down fighter. Comes in with his jab. A little bit mechanical, a little bit wide. Not really that flexible and mobile. He's a little bit unathletic. You know, he's a little bit wide and mechanical. I think that's the only way I can describe him. Like, he doesn't look fluid in there. It looks a little bit robotic. He's not the athlete that Jai Opetaia is. He doesn't have the mobility and the flexibility of Opetaia. He digs the body well. He's a good body puncher, but shots are wide, and these are against lower level opposition. Throws wide shots, and he's not particularly fast. Look, I think he's a decent fighter, but he's more what you would think of in a conventional cruiserweight. He's not the size of a heavyweight, and he doesn't have the skills and mobility of the smaller weight classes. I don't think he's a bad fighter, but I don't see him being much of a matchup for Opetaia. So let's take a look at the book. There's not a lot here. This is a great fight to add to your parlay. They don't have it on this. I have to go to the other book. Hang on one second. FanDuel's got him at minus 850 money line, and there's no props on this. There's no props unless you want to bet a draw. I would probably take Opetaia by stoppage. I would feel comfortable in taking Opetaia by stoppage, but I don't have a book on it, so I don't know what those odds are, so I can't recommend that to you guys. But at minus 850, I think it's an easy money bet. I would do a 2 times bet on this. I would bet twice what I typically bet. $100 bet is going to make you $12. Which isn't great, but a 2 times bet would double that. $200 bet would make you $24, $23.50, something like that. Do that, make that bet, add this to your parlay. This can help bring your parlay odds down. It's really not a bad bet. It's easy money. The odds aren't horrible. I don't see Nyika being much of a challenge. He's too mechanical. He's slow, wide. Straight shots of Opetaia are going to be his downfall here. The speed, the athleticism for Opetaia is another level. I think the odds are only as close as they are, and they're not close, is because people perceive that he struggled or was a subpar performance for him against Breedis. And I don't really necessarily even agree with that. But let me know what you guys think. Really easy. Take Opetaia money line minus 850. Double your normal bet. Lock that up. Add it to your parlay. It's a great bet. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts, comments below. Remember to join the Patreon. Link is below. Just $5 a month. It's the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. It is December 30th, 2024, from Texas to the world. Thank you, and God bless.